Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's news brief. So started on the 7th of January 2019 was the CES in Las Vegas. And of course that's where they premiere all the new products that's coming out in 2019 and further down the road. So I wasn't physically there at this year's CES, but I did take some notes and I read some online stuff and I watched some live videos. And these are the products that I picked out of the show that I want to feature in this news brief. So one of the companies that I like to buy things from is TP-Link. Now TP-Link has some new product that they just premiered. One of those products is a doorbell with a camera built in. So this one actually have a 2K camera built in. It has HDR support and infrared LED for night vision, and it has two-way communications and face detection. Now as far as data history, it saves 2 days for free, and after that you have to get a subscription if you want more days to be saved. And as far as release date, they say in the first half of 2019, so we don't know exactly when that is. First half could be anywhere between now and summertime. They also had some other product announcement like a security system, a Wi-Fi LED light strip, which is similar to the U strips that you can buy, the U lights. They also announced a light switch, which has some smarts built in. It's either going to have Amazon Alexa or a Google Assistant built in. So TP-Link announced a lot of products that they plan on shipping out the first half of this year. So one of the big announcements as far as TV goes is the LG rollable TV. It's one of their signature OLED TV and it has an R at the end. So the screen for that TV actually sits in a box. And then when it's time for you to watch TV, click of a button, the screen actually comes out the box and reveal this big 65-inch screen. Now looking at it come in and out of that box is pretty cool, but the cost is very steep. As far as I know from doing research and reading online, it's coming in at $25,000. So that's not a cheap TV for a 65-inch. But I have to give LG top prize for innovation because that is a very innovative TV. So while we're on the topic of TV, Samsung featured a TV that was 219 inches. But before you break out your credit card, don't even think about it because they're not really putting a price on it, because I think the cost is so large that the 98% of us would not be able to afford it. And the technology they use in that TV is called micro LED, so it's some type of new technology they're working on. But there's supposed to be a smaller version of that one, a 77-inch, that's coming out later on. Who knows when. And speaking of Samsung, they're going to have something in their 2019 TV that's kind of a surprise. And that's Apple TV. So the software that's running on the Apple TV box that Apple sells you, they're going to have that built into the new 2019 Samsung TV. So Apple have changed their tune and they're really opening up their stuff to other manufacturers. Because after their failed attempt to get into the smart speaker market with their HomePod, they decided to release the Apple Music to the Amazon Echo devices. So now they're doing the same thing with their Apple TV software. Now it's available in the Samsung TV, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in other manufacturers' TV later on down the road. So it makes you wonder, is Apple starting to exit the hardware business and just be a software company, more like Microsoft? We'll see. So Ring has introduced a new door view cam. Now this is not like the standard doorbell camera that either you wired into the wire system that you have now. This one is very unique because it actually replaces the peephole, but you can still see out the peephole. The peephole, the camera, the doorbell, the mic, and the speaker are all built into one unit. So with this device, you have the option to still look through the peephole and see who's at the door. Or if you're not at the door, you can still look at the app and see who's at the door too. So Ring really stepped it up a notch when they came out with this one. Now on the other hand, Arlo now has introduced some new camera system, security camera system that is. So these new 4K cameras have the spotlight built in, so you can see a clear image of who it is in the dark and not that black and white image that you're accustomed to seeing when the camera goes in night mode. So Matrix Industry has come out with a Power Watch. They had a Power Watch before, but now they have the Power Watch 2. And this one, it says never needs charging. It's fit to survive. It's a fitness watch and it also uses your body heat to recharge itself. So that's why they say you'll never need to recharge. So this thing doesn't need any other source of power source you have to plug in. It uses solar and thermal power. And at the same time, it tracks your blood pressure, You're tracking like how much steps you take, you're running. I'm always looking for fitness watches, and the Fitbit Versa was one of my first. But I've been trying to research some new ones lately, and I think I'm gonna get this one and put it to a test try. So I did a video on my Joule oven, you know, my smart Joule oven that actually senses the kind of food that you put in there, and it cooks the food based on what it recognizes with the right temperature and the right time and all that stuff. So I don't have to worry about undercooking and overcooking the food. Now that oven was the only oven on the market, as far as I know, for at least the last 2 years that could do something like that. Well, now they have a direct competition from this new company called W Labs. And this is a Whirlpool company, and I'm thinking that's what the W stand for. So this oven actually does the same thing like the Joule oven. Once you put the food inside there, it automatically recognizes it and put the oven in the right settings to cook the food properly. You can control it through the app for your Android phone and your iPhone. It's also voice enabled, so you can control it with your Amazon Echo device or your Google Assistant device. And through the app, you can actually see the food cooking instead of running to the oven every once in a while to see what the food looks like. So you can monitor the progress if it's something that you like to do, because we like to look in the oven and see how our food is coming. So now this app will show you what it is. But the Joule oven can do the same thing. And it comes with the smart thermometer, so you can insert into your steak and have it perfectly done to your perfection. And just like the Joule oven, it has a touchscreen so you can see what you're actually cooking and choose from different things. So this oven has pretty much the same feature just like the Joule oven that I own. So I'm glad to see that Whirlpool is getting to this field too, because this is going to create competition, which is going to drive the cost down. Now this W Labs smart oven is coming in at $799. Joule has actually redesigned their oven, so now they'll drive the cost down to $599. So this W Labs oven is actually coming at $200 more. So what I'll probably do later on is do a comparison between the Joule oven that I own and this new W Labs smart oven. Okay, so those are the products that I put on my list that came out of the 2019 CES that I wanted to talk about in this video. Now there's plenty of other products that actually came out. A lot of TVs, a lot of computers, a lot of different stuff. Those stuff are standard now. You know, there's always going to be a new TV, always going to be a new computer. I've seen Samsung coming up with these foldable phones, but the technology to me is not really there yet. It looks kind of odd and gimmicky. So I wasn't really interested in covering that one. Maybe later on when they fine tune it, I'll talk about it then. But right now, like I say, it's kind of gimmicky. There was a machine that can actually fold your clothes, but you have to put them in there one at a time, and then it folds it. Then you feed it more. So you're doing half the work. Might as well just grab a pile of clothes and just fold them yourself. And there was a lot more things like that, you know, robots and all kind of different stuff. So these are the products that actually piqued my interest, and I wanted to cover them in this video. Okay, so I want to thank you for taking the time for watching. I look forward to see you next time. Have a good one.